Hello students, the next topic we have is the set default method. Okay, so the set default method we'll be seeing how it will be helping under dictionary. You'll often have to set a value in dictionary for a certain key only if that key does not already have a value. So we have studied what is a dictionary. A dictionary is a collection of items with the key value pair. So there will be a key, and for that particular key you will be having the value. And here they have given a dictionary here which is spam. Okay, spam is equals to the key is name, value is puka, and another key value pair is age and 5. Okay, so you can set a value for a certain key. Give a particular value you want to give, and that too for a certain key. You can give a value to that key only if that key is not existing in that dictionary. Okay, so if color not in spam, then spam of color is equals to black. That is, I want to include a key color and its value I want to set it as black. This key can be set only if that key does not exist in that dictionary. Okay, if that key exists in that dictionary, then that value will be returned. If that key does not exist in that dictionary, then it will be set to this value. Okay, presently if color not in spam, color key is not there in this dictionary. As it is not there in this dictionary, it will be set to black. Okay, and the new dictionary will be color colon black, name colon puka, and age colon 5. Okay, so if you want to set a value for a certain key in a dictionary, you can make use of this method, and this method is known as the set default method. So let us see what the set default method helps in. The set default method offers a way to do this in one line of code. Okay, so what you all are doing here in 3 lines, that will be done in one line of code using which method? Set default method. Okay, so this set default method will have 2 arguments with it. As it is a method, it will consist of 2 arguments. Let us check what is that argument. The first argument passed to the method is the key to check for, and the second argument is the value to set at that key if the key does not exist. Okay, so the set default method will have 2 arguments. First argument will be having a key to check whether that key exists. Okay, and the second argument will be the value for that key only if that key does not exist. Okay, if the key does exist, the set default method returns the key value. If that key is already there in the dictionary, then that key's value will be written saying that this key already exists. Okay, so here is an example. Spam is equals to spam is the variable, dictionary variable, and here we have the dictionary, and it is having 2 key value pairs, name puka, age 5. Okay, so use the dictionary name spam dot along with that dictionary variable. You are using which method here? Set default method. Okay, what does set default method helps in? For a particular key you can set a value, and that key value pair will get added to your dictionary. So what is the first argument here? Key. And what is that key here? Color. So the first argument will be checked with the dictionary whether it exists or not. If that key does not exist in that dictionary, then this value will be set. Now color key is not there in the dictionary. Which are the keys here? Name and age. So as color is not there in this dictionary, then this color will be added to that dictionary and its value will be set to black. Once this key value pair is added to the dictionary, the new dictionary will have color colon black, name colon puka, age colon 5. And it will return immediately the value of that key which is set. So it will give the value as black. Okay, next when you will print that variable name spam, it will show you the updated dictionary. What is the updated dictionary here? Color black, age 5, name and puka. Okay, next what you have here is spam dot set default color white. Okay, so you are trying to add which key, color and value you want to set it as white. Okay, but first you have to check whether this key exists or not in that dictionary. Already it is existing and it is having which color here? Black. So if that key is already there in the dictionary, it will not show you a key error. It will not show you a key error. It will just return the value saying that color is already having the value black. You cannot set it to white. Okay, so once when you enter the spam variable, you can check that it is the old value of color white has not been set. Okay, so the set default method will help you to add a particular key value pair onto the dictionary only if that key does not exist. If that key exists in the dictionary, then what set default method will do? It will return the value of that key. Okay, next, the set default method is a nice shortcut to ensure that a key exists. Okay, the set default method is a nice shortcut to ensure what? That a key exists. So we have a small program here. Here is a short program that counts the number of occurrence of each letter in a string. Okay, so here is a small program. What is that? Message is equals to, it was a bright cold day in April and the clocks were striking 13. So what this program will do is it will count the occurrence of that each letter as to how many times that letter has occurred in this particular message. For example, I is there, I is appearing here in it, I is again in bright, I is again in as well as in April, in striking, and is 13. So it will count as to how many times I has appeared in this message, T was appeared in this message. So it is going to count the number of occurrence of each letter in this string. Initially count is a dictionary variable and its dictionary is empty. Okay, it's a empty dictionary. Now for each character in this message, okay, for each character in this message they have used a for loop. Then you are using count dot set default character. For that character you use it as 0. Initially set the character key to 0. Okay, then next go on counting the character by adding +1 to it and updating the count every time as you pass through the message. Okay, every time as you pass through the message. So this will go on as all the characters end in that particular message, and this count character keeps count of every character or every letter in that message which is occurring. Once this characters has been ended in that message, it will show you the count of each letter in that message. Okay, so when you execute this program, you will get this output. Okay, that is space is occurring 30 times, comma is occurring one time, dot is occurring one time, and so on. Okay, so initially you set the value of character as 0, and using the count of character +1 you go on incrementing the value of character, okay, for that occurrence of the letter. Okay, so this was about the set default method. The next topic we have here is pretty printing. If you import the pprint module into your programs, you will have access to the pprint and the pformat functions that will pretty print a dictionary's values. Okay, if you want the dictionary values to be printed neatly, you can make use of the pprint and the pformat functions. These two functions are available in the pprint module, which you have to import it by using the import statement. Okay, so what it will do is the dictionary values will be printed neatly if you use these two functions. Which are those two functions? Pprint and pformat functions. This is helpful when you want a cleaner display of the items in a dictionary than what print provides. Okay, so cleaner display of items can be provided by using this pprint and the pformat functions instead of using the print function. So the previous program which we had, which prints the occurrence of each character in a message, that same program is being updated here with some additional instructions. And what is that is they have made use of the import statement, and which module they are making use of is the pprint module. So this pprint module, you are using it to make use of its function. that is pprint function. So you have the same message here. In this message is storing a string, and what is that string? It was a bright cold day in April and the clocks were striking 30. So here we have a dictionary variable and its default value is empty here. Then the same for loop we are using, which will go on counting the characters occurrence one by one. So the last line which is there, instead of using the print function, you make use of the pprint function. Pprint function, and you give the dictionary name as the argument for that function. So when you execute this program, you will get a neat display of dictionary values. Okay, so this output is the occurrence of each letter that is appearing in a string. It has come in the form of a nice column, that also because of the use of the function pprint. Okay, and if you want to use this function, you have to use which module here? Pprint module. So this was about the topic pretty printing.